What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Sergeant Lynch. I'm back with another freaking video, man. So, y'all, I'm still here, still knocking them out, still working hard, doing everything I gotta do. But I wanted to come real quick with y'all. Wanted to get up with y'all real quick and talk about something that's just kind of been just on my mind for a little bit, maybe today. I've been a platoon sergeant now, y'all, for 2 months and 13 days. So almost 2.5 months I've been a platoon sergeant now, and I don't know, man. It was strange first becoming a platoon sergeant. I didn't really know what to look for. I didn't really know what to expect, and I don't know, things. I just want to talk with y'all, man, and talk with y'all about, is it really that hard being a drill sergeant? Is it really that hard being a platoon sergeant? Y'all see how the drill sergeant is still in my mind, right? The drill sergeant definitely comes out sometimes while I'm in my platoon sergeant mode, so I do have to say that. But really, ultimately, y'all, I think it's kind of, a lot of times it's a matter of opinion. I would say yes, it is really that hard being a platoon sergeant. At times, I would say at times, because one thing you got to think of is there's some things that you can control. Some things you can control within your unit, within your platoon as a platoon sergeant. There's some things you can't control. Now, the reason why that I want to stick more by the fact that it is hard being a platoon sergeant is because, you know, we might know weeks or maybe a few months down the line what we have getting ready to come up, you know what I'm saying, in our near future. So as that day approaches and the time comes for us to execute this specific task or whatever, this mission that we have to do, we know, like, okay, we have to do this today. This is our goal today. Let's say today our goal is to get maintenance done, which is a weekly thing for us, multiple days a week, right? We know we're gonna do maintenance when we do maintenance. But then all of a sudden, or let's say we know we got maintenance and other things planned. Then all of a sudden, things start coming down. Hey, we need this done. We need y'all to go knock out these, you know, these classes or whatever it is so you can get these certificates. Or we need y'all to go, you know, schedule this appointment, get this appointment. We need to know that y'all have this. You know what I mean? All kinds of things happen when you're a platoon sergeant. You have a plan and you can't execute that plan exactly how you plan to execute because things just start happening that need to be done. I'm currently on leave right now, and I've been on leave for the past 6 days. Now, like my first or second day on leave, this is what happened, man. I started getting text messages and phone calls from people asking me to help solve this issue and solve that issue and this and that, whatever the case may be. I started to do it. I started to help out, but then I thought for a second, like, I'm on leave. This is the same stuff that I'm doing at work, but I'm doing while I'm on leave. I'm on vacation. Literally have a paid vacation right now. Somebody else should be in charge of handling these things back at the unit while I'm on leave. What happens if I was out of the country? You wouldn't be able to call me for this and that, you know what I mean, at these times and stuff. So I don't know. Deep down inside, I wanted to help out, but I had to think for a second, like, look, I'm on leave right now. Somebody else needs to take control of this. And it's not a bad thing to do that because really you have someone else in the next rank, you know, below you or right there with you or something like that, that should be stepping up in your absence. They should be taking charge in your absence. So it's not bad for them to have to figure this stuff out. And I literally mean like figure it out without guidance. It's good training because I like to look at everything like, okay, this is something that could be used to train. That's something that can be used to help better you. It's only going to help prepare them and give them that knowledge of what to expect when they finally do step into this position and take on this, you know, this job, this title that I have as a platoon sergeant. It's only going to help better them. They know what to expect. They kind of know. Maybe it's not going to help them to solve this issue when it comes up, or issues like this, but it's gonna get their mind ready. Like, look, I know today's today, we got to do this today, but I know that this could come down the chain and I might have to get this done. You know, another thing that comes along with tasking, extra tasking on top of your, you know, your normal, you know, things that you have to do for the day. You get personnel. You get a loss of personnel. People end up having appointments. You know, you say, hey, I know we got maintenance, but I need you to go over here and do this. Oh, now we have something else that we got to do. We need personnel for this. We don't have anybody because we're supposed to do this today, but it came down the chain at the last minute that these guys got to go to the hospital and go get this done. And you know what I mean? Or they got to go to the ed center so they can go complete this, whatever they have to do. There's all kinds of things that's so much self-service now that used to not be our job in the Army, but now it's our job. Like, we now have access to do these things. We have access to go and change our, you know, or make sure that our stuff is updated as far as our life insurance is concerned. Things like that. There's things like that we now have the access, and we are now expected to go handle these things on our own. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I don't know, it's kind of upsetting that people have a specific MOS, but then again, it's not, because I wouldn't mind the same thing. If there was things put in place to help make my job easier, I would, why, you know what I mean? Yeah, go for it. Now, my thing is somebody else having to do it. I don't know quite how I feel about that. Like, oh, this is set in place to do, this is now somebody else's, this specifically is my MOS, but now somebody else has to do it. I don't know, it's weird. I can't figure out exactly how I want to word it, but I feel like it's kind of not fair to us when we have to do something that's somebody else's MOS. It used to be your job, but now, oh, just to make your job easier, let's help make our job easier. You know what I mean? Help make it easier on us. We have it hard enough that we have all these things that we have to do. Then on top of that, there's more administrative stuff that's not even our job that we now have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And then on top of that, when it comes to that administrative stuff, you got to learn it. Then you have to freaking train and teach other people how to do it. And then when they mess up, like, things happen. Things happen when people don't know the things that they have to check to make sure that somebody's leave is good to go. Nowadays, the way that we have it now, it's just strange and it's different, man. It's really strange and it's different. And I don't know. I just want to put out there, if you're not ready for the platoon sergeant position, like, you should be doing things or asking somebody for some guidance to let you see what it's going to be like. You definitely don't want to get thrown in this position, thrown in this situation, and you've never really experienced anything on what it entails, because it will be frustrating. I was talking with first sergeants the other day. I see my first sergeant and my command sergeant major's leadership and how they go about things, and I want to be like them. I want to be like them when it comes to the work aspect of things. So my first sergeant was asking me the other day, because this came down. Oh, now we got to do this. Now we got to do this. He was like, are you getting overwhelmed with stuff? And I'm like, no, I'm not getting overwhelmed. I just get frustrated, because when first sergeant asks me a question, I want to have that answer already. I don't like the fact that when first sergeant says, hey, Lynch, what's going on with this situation right here? Or what's going on with this person? And then my answer is, oh, I'm not sure, first sergeant, I got to get back to you on that. I don't like that. I like for my answer, I like to be able to have my answer right then and there. And then there's ways to go around things. I know when certain things need to be done, you got to think about it and the priority of it, right? First sergeant is questioning, hey, is this done? I know I got this. I know you all know we got to do this. Is this done? If you do say, just for the moment, yes, first sergeant, that's done, you better know that right after you say, yes, that's done, like, that's the priority. Go get that done right away. You just told first sergeant it's done, so make sure that it gets done. Even though it's not done when first sergeant asks, yes, first sergeant, this is done. You know that as soon as you leave that meeting with first sergeant, hey, y'all go get this done right now, straight up. I will say that much. I've learned that much from being a platoon sergeant. So I'm gonna end this video right here, y'all. No editing, no chopping up. I'm testing out something new about uploading videos and how I go about recording and editing and all that stuff like that. So I'm just testing something new out. If this doesn't work, I'll go ahead and edit it, re-edit, whatever I gotta do. But I want to thank y'all so much for coming through, listening to my rant once again. All right, thank y'all so much, man. It's your boy Sergeant Lynch. I'm still out here. I'm still focused and motivated. Still doing what I gotta do. I'm currently on leave, enjoying my time. I'll be back to work soon. I don't like taking leave because I don't know. I feel like it makes me get out of the loop of things. But at the same time, you need that time. You need to take that time off. Get that extra time in with your family. Take that time to yourself. Stay up late like you've always been wanting to. Whatever. Get as much sleep as you gotta get. Go play your video games. Go do PT. All that good stuff, man. But I do want to thank y'all so much for coming through, listening to me. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Y'all stay focused and motivated. I'm out here. Deuces.